Guys, the thing is, I totally understand 100%. That is true. You need water to survive. But the thing is also, is I was reading one of the Bible verses, right, and it was basically saying about how one man or woman should not hate on another who only eats the vegetables. For the one who only eats vegetables is weak in faith. But sometimes the Bible does state that the one who only eats vegetables, you should not hate on the one who only eats vegetables. In the Bible, I think the Bible specifies that in a way, as in like the one who only eats vegetables because of health reasons, not because of like they believe it's ethical, because it's not. Maybe it's health reasons, and maybe only eating vegetables like vegan or vegetarian fixes your whole entire gut and you feel amazing. Good for you. But it is definitely not ethical. You shouldn't idolize it. Shouldn't become your religion. If it becomes your religion, then you're idolizing it, and then it can be satanic and demonic because you're idolizing and you're worshiping your religion. So that can be part of the demonic agenda and from Satan. But if you're just doing it for health reasons and you start to thrive and you're thriving eating vegan or vegetarian, I do not hate on you because you do you. Or if you just don't like eating the animal, you are still going to kill the animals regardless, because when they spray all this pesticides on the plants and stuff, doing the crops, they're cutting down trees, they're doing farming, and that is killing animals. So you are still going to kill animals. But if you don't like the thought of you eating the animals and you killing the animals, personally, you eat the animal and you feel like you're killing this animal, then okay, be vegan, be vegetarian. But don't portray your opinions on others. Like us, we're carnivore. It's day 2, guys, by the way. We don't betray it on others. Like, I believe it is the healthiest way of living. But maybe someone who eats meat might have alpha G syndrome, the one where you get bitten by the tick and you can't eat red meat. And you either lose the ability to eat red meat for the rest of your life, or you have to learn to re-eat red meat after a few years when the symptoms go away. But for me, I believe eating meat, just meat, is making me thrive. But for someone who's vegan or vegetarian or pescatarian or Mediterranean or eating, just if you eat healthy, you remove the junk food, you remove the crap, you're going to start thriving. Like, I don't even believe in eating dairy because 70% of the population are lactose intolerant, because dairy, when you're young, it helps you grow up, but when you're older, you don't need to grow as fast. So you stop producing more of the enzymes that help you digest dairy. And there's A1 and A2 milk, and raw milk is apparently better because there's lactose-free milk as well, and so it's different. You could be casein, whey, anything. But the thing is, I'm saying, right, is that I'm carnivore. Someone who's vegan or vegetarian could be vegan or vegetarian. I don't care. Whatever you're working for you, start thriving on that and start grinding. Just remove the junk food, remove the processed food, remove the fizzy drinks, remove all this crappy food. Start thriving. And I would say even everything what you eat is a single ingredient, whole food, natural. Or say it had fruits in it, and it might have like syrup in it. It's 2 ingredients, but they're both whole foods. So I would say, yeah, go ahead if you're eating all natural whole foods and you're thriving. But it also, like, basically, they should not despise or hate on the man who, like, the Bible even specifies, love thy brother and love thy sister. Do not hate on one another for what they do. So I do not hate on vegans and vegetarians. Vegans and vegetarians, actually, they just start to despise us, like the ones who eat meat. That shouldn't be right. You shouldn't hate on the others. You do what you're doing. I do what I'm doing. I'm thriving. You're thriving. Okay, let's carry on. Let's live in harmony. Let's live in peace and love one another. As the Bible says, love one another. But I'm saying is that I am carnivore. I'm thriving. I'm grinding. I feel great. You might not. So I'm not. I'm saying if you feel great in carnivore, go carnivore. Follow me on my journey and watch me grow and rise. And follow me along and grow and rise with me. Come on. So that's just a little thing, basically, on anything on vegans and carnivores. Both of them, they always say it's a cult, and they always like arguing, and they say it's just the opposite of like being like, it's just like a fight against, like, they're just like praying out carnivore just to be like, look, we don't like you. But no, the two groups. I do not care what you eat. Of course, I don't believe eating vegan and vegetarian is ethical because I used to be anorexic and I was vegetarian. Do not believe it's healthy. I personally say you have to eat some sort of meat. Even if you have alpha G syndrome and you can't eat red meat, eat chicken, eat fish, eat eggs, eat dairy if you're not lactose intolerant, if you can consume dairy. So I don't believe in veganism. If you're vegetarian and you just have to be or something, I don't know, or pescatarian, I believe maybe you could do that. If you eat fish, if you eat eggs, if you eat dairy, you need some form of meat because you can't thrive without meat. Meat is essential for us. They're trying to stop us eating meat. They're trying to stop men, women, anyone eating meat. Because if we stop eating meat, we become weak. We become soy boys or soy girls. And it ruins our hormone imbalance when we stop eating meat. We need to eat meat. Our ancestors started from just eating meat. And maybe during the summer they might find a piece of fruit here or there. But in the Ice Age, there was nothing but meat. So we were meant to be eating meat. And even in the Garden of Adam and Eve, literally, God made out of animal fur clothing for Adam and Eve. And he gave them dominion over all animals, all plants, everything. So it shows that we already had dominion over everything. Doesn't mean they eaten meat, maybe they didn't. But we still had dominion over them. We could still do what we want with the animals. And animals are not made in the image of God. So these animals are food for us. And God made all animals clean. And made all food clean. But this processed crap we're eating is from the devil. The devil is giving us this crap. How do you feel after you eat crap? You feel horrible. You have upset stomach. It kills people. All this sugar and seed oils and everything is killing us. And you get addicted to it. Sugar is addictive. If I had a pound of cocaine each month, people would be like, oh, that's not bad for you. But if I have sugar, if I had a whole bowl of sugar, people are like, whoa, that's bad for you. But if I have a packet of sugar each day, nobody's gonna say something. It's weird. And then when I only eat meat, people are like, you can't do that. I'm like, I'm eating a whole single ingredient thing while you're eating a donut or it's full of random 50 ingredients. You are a fat piece of crap. And you're telling me something. I don't care. If you're fat, I'm gonna call you fat. Stop making excuses. If you're fat, lose the weight, stop being fat. And stop glorifying being a victim. No. The word fat is not a bad word. If I was just hating on you, saying, look at you, chubby, roll down in the street, you rolling. No. Something like that is more hateful. But if I'm just saying, yeah, you're fat, you need to lose weight, it's healthy, not body positivity. Body positivity is looking after your body, taking care, eating healthy, exercising right, losing weight, not being fat, not having heart attacks, not having health conditions, not being able to walk or fly upstairs without catching your breath. That's the thing. So a little bit on my mind right there is that we should not hate on one another. I do not like vegans because I don't believe it's ethical and it's not even by the Bible. It's not even by the Bible. God gave us dominion over all animals. He gave us a right to eat anything. So I believe if you're Mediterranean, if you're keto, if you're carnivore, if you're eating meat, then you're thriving. If you're Mediterranean, you're eating a whole food. That's what I advise everyone to be, Mediterranean. But if it's not working for you, go carnivore, go keto. And carnivore, I believe, is the best way of living. Mediterranean is good as well for people, but vegan is vegetarian. No, I do not believe in them because you need meat to survive. So sorry to break your little hearts, but you need meat. You need to start thriving, and you probably die otherwise. So, like I said, I used to be vegetarian. Did not work. It made me nearly die. So, peace, love, bye.